Hello and good night, everyone. This is Stephanie and your co-host. Oh, you didn't change your
Not
name.
Yuva.
You didn't change your name to Grand Moff Asterisk.
I did not. I had a
Mm.
rotary meeting last night, and I put this here for simplicity. And yeah,
Ah, yeah. Well, if I didn't change his name, it might have been Yuva too.
well, the picture was Yuva when I joined the meeting earlier, and we were testing. I didn't want to tell you until now when we're live.
Oops.
Yep.
Well, anyways,
Yep.
hello, good night, and welcome to Star Wars Confidential TT Monthly HoloNet News for December.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great to be here once again, stepping in for Yuva. I know he has some other tasks to see about, but I'm always happy to be here. And just as a reminder, Stephanie, it's currently 8:35.
What does
I know
that
the time
mean?
difference with daylight savings that we don't have and you have. It's
That's
something I
okay.
have to
That's okay.
remind you
I,
from time
I
to
still
time.
think in Trinidad time. It's okay.
Gotcha. So that means you reach late all the time?
No, only sometimes.
Okay. All right. So,
Yeah, you can go ahead and start.
and tonight's going to be fun. We're going to go through a few little things with you all, starting with, oh, did I skip something there? Oops. Just, where we're going to go through some information on the new members, what happened for Life Day, updates, contributors, member spotlight. You know how it goes. Of course, one of my personal favorites these days, the Creative Corner. And let's welcome some new friends. Ferris Francis. That's a cool name if ever I've heard one. Yeah. And we also have Devil 868. All right, cool. On Discord. Neo and White Jedi. I think
Yes,
I
yes.
think it was it Neo who shared stuff on lightsaber customizing?
I think so.
That
I think
was
so. I
so
think so.
informative. Like it was a pleasure to read because it's not all the time that we get to hear like new perspectives on crafting of lightsabers using the different resources at hand. So that's pretty good. And just for the record, Ferris Francis joined us on Facebook, and the other three we just mentioned, Devil, Neo, and White Jedi, they're on our Discord. And we're always happy to have people on both platforms. So,
Yes.
Feel free to spread the word.
Definitely. But our Facebook group is still for Trinidad members only, but our Discord group is open to everyone globally.
Correct.
Ooh.
Life Day happened.
Life Day did happen on the 17th of November. And I was doing a little research on Life Day. So I just wanted to give you all a little bit of information that I found that I thought that was really interesting. So if anyone's ever heard about if anyone in the Star Wars fandom has ever heard about Life Day, so Life Day is a long-standing Wookiee tradition which celebrates the values and tenets of Wookiee culture, including family, joy, and harmony. While Life Day is a celebration traditionally held at the Tree of Life on Kashyyyk and observed by extended Wookiee families, Wookiees throughout the galaxy still mark the day. Others across the galaxy have embraced this tradition and made it their own by celebrating with festive decor, twinkling string lights, unique food and drink items, music and activities. People share the hopes of celebrating freedom, harmony, and peace. But the interesting part that I found when I was doing this research on Life Day, so the root of Life Day is found in the Star Wars Holiday Special, a star-studded primetime broadcast that aired once on November 17th, 1978, never to be seen again. Have you seen any of it by chance, Larry? Well, not counting the little clip they have on Disney Plus, but have you seen any of the actual original?
So even before Disney Plus, I would have seen I saw little clips of it. I never saw the entire thing.
Me
And the
neither.
way that the clips would show up, back when we had Tech TV and G4 TV, occasionally you would reference things about it, and you'll see a little clip, and it had a sitcom vibe, like from the little clips I saw, where
Like a variety special, kind of.
yeah, like you're
Yeah.
looking at a sitcom, like let's just say Family Matters, and the family is here talking, and then you hear a
Right.
knock on the front door, and all of a sudden there's somebody it's Zach from Saved by the Bell, and the crowd is clapping and cheering because like, hey, look, it's Zach. So that's the
Wow.
impression I had of it when I saw that that's how they introduced rather Boba Fett.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just going back to this, because this is really interesting. The central premise of the show involved Han Solo trying to get Chewbacca to his family on Kashyyyk in time for Life Day, a sacred Wookiee holiday. But originally, Life Day was used to be a what was this word? Hallucinogenic experience.
Sounds trippy.
Yeah, so Wookiees would go to the life tree, which is a tree of life where all life began in Wookiee culture and religion. And on this tree, they'd put a symbol of life, which is a little glowing ball. That's the one you're seeing in the picture right there.
Right,
Then
yes.
they would chew on a certain kind of root and experience a communal sort of hallucinatory state where all the people they know, dead or alive, appear before them and wish them well. Then they take home the little glowing ball to put on their mantle or arrange on the wall, as it symbolically represented arranging them on the tree of life.
Interesting. You know,
Yeah.
while it's not an official tradition, having grown up around the sugarcane fields in our community,
Yeah.
one of the things that we would do back in the day, we would go into the cane fields and cut stalks of cane, just, because they taste good.
Yeah.
But little known fact, after they burn the cane, when you cut it, the part of the sugar cane closest to the root, that part of the stalk, used to be mildly alcoholic. So I am not
Makes sense.
saying, and I am not saying that I've participated in something similar to Life Day, but I'm aware of things similar to Life Day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, that is really interesting.
Yeah, good information, right? All right, so moving along, we have Stephanie's calendar. The one thing she likes more than
our
spreadsheets.
calendar, our calendar. It's a shared calendar.
And let's see what's happening. So we did not have Strange News Sundays. I wasn't well for a bit, so wasn't able to stick to the three of the things I committed to.
Oh,
I know
that's
you all
okay.
had Anime Mondays. I normally see you there when I'm doing something else. I'll see you guys watching. I'll just stop in and say hi. Here we are today, live stream HoloNet news.
Yep.
Next week, once again, Anime Mondays. But then the book club is having their meeting for Light of the Jedi. Something that I think is one of the nicer, newer additions to our group, because the book club allows for a different type of discourse. And I think it's something that it has way more potential than we've truly explored at this point. Single Saturday matinee. This one is looking like a must. It's Die Hard, the
Christmas
ultimate
movie.
Christmas movie. There we
I've
go.
never seen Die Hard.
Nakatomi Plaza when it's an insight. Oh, so you're going to be joining us this weekend then? That weekend?
No, I have plans. It's called Single Saturday Matinee for a reason.
I'm not single and I'm going to be there for this one. It's Die Hard.
I won't be home. I'm sorry, but I hope you'll have
then
fun.
we have Anime Mondays once again with Rurouni Kenshin, but also Spy X Family. Is it
Spy
Spy
Times
X
Family?
Family?
I think it's Spy Times Family. It's
Spy
actually
Times
really,
Family.
really fun.
It's funny, yeah, because different movies and franchises where they have the X like that, it has a different meaning.
Yes.
So like with Hunter x Hunter, the X is kind of silent apparently.
Oh, okay.
With some things they have like the X, it's this cross this. Sometimes it's and sometimes it's X. It's weird. Why don't you just agree on one thing?
Languages.
Yeah. Anyhow, moving along.
Oh, can I just talk about your book club for 1 minute?
Yes, please do.
All right. So we have our first book club meeting on Tuesday, the 12th of December. For those who are members, don't forget, it's at 8:30 Trinidad time. The name of our book club is called The Archives Are Incomplete. And members are requested to read the chosen book within about 4 to 6 weeks. And then we'll meet up in the Star Wars Discord Cantina to discuss the book. And each active member will get a turn to choose their Star Wars novel or comic, I guess, and take leadership of the discussion. Right now, we have our membership limited to just 12 persons. We have 10 members so far, so we still have 2 spots open for anyone who's actually interested in joining us for our next read.
And just for the sake of the new viewers and listeners, do you mind just telling them why we have it capped at 12 persons at the moment?
I have it capped because, like, I think if you have too many people, I was doing some research on book clubs in general, and if there's too many people in the book club and too many people in the meeting, especially if it's an online meeting, it can tend to derail sometimes, or they just might have or it might take up too much time because everyone has to get a turn to talk about the book and to answer like the book club questions and stuff like that. So I didn't want to have too many people and make it too complicated.
No, that's pretty logical, and I'm in agreement with that. Well, let's see how it goes.
Let's see.
All right. Top Facebook contributors. Before we go into the top Facebook contributors, something amazing happened in the past month. I admit I was shocked.
Yeah.
I logged on, opened up Facebook, saw some notifications from the group, and I saw a post from Karen Grant, basically telling Daryl, "That's it, you win." So,
oh gosh, don't give up, Karen. Don't give up. Daryl will win slowly.
I apologize to Johan, Shiva, and Rouge, but that piece of dialogue between Karen and Daryl, sorry, that was just hilarious.
It was.
Yeah. But hey, you guys keep it up. I like a lot of the things that I see shared from all 5 of the people here and some of the others who are not in the top 5 at the moment. There are occasionally some that I think are horrible, and there are some that I think are just okay. And that's fine because none of us is going to like everything all the time, right?
Yeah, we all have different tastes.
Yeah, it's all subjective. And I think generally when we see things we dislike, we either ignore it or we put something a little funny that's, it's never insulting to the other users. It's just to say, yeah, this one is, yeah. This meme that you post here, this belongs on Alderaan. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But hey, keep up the good work, folks. And Johan is the one to look out for because he's going to take that top spot by the end of 2025.
Oh my God. We didn't even reach 2024. Oh my goodness. Johan, are you hearing him?
Slow and steady wins the race. He'll get there.
But congrats, Daryl. Congrats.
And on the Discord side, this looks interesting.
So this is for the month of this is for the month of November alone.
Yes. And interestingly enough, Johan is the only person on both top 5s. So I think that's worth mentioning.
Ooh, that is interesting. Good going.
Obika just has a slim lead over Johan. My lead over both of them isn't that big either. And Aaron's lead from me isn't, it's a little bigger. So I would say that like the top spots number 2 to 5, well, more 3 to 5, they're still very, very close in my opinion.
Yes, I think so.
So I could see some changes happening over the course of the next month. Definitely see some changes happening. We're not going to talk about number 1.
No, I'm sorry. I reply to everybody and everything.
Yeah. Number 1 is literally more than twice where number 2 is, like a little more than twice where number 2 is. That's pretty high. Well done, Stephanie. Well done.
Thanks.
And for the benefit of those who may not be watching and just listening, number 2 is 687. Number 1 is 1,456.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'd face in shame. But don't worry, when we start back our Star Wars watch parties in January, because that's what I'm aiming for right now, no matter what happens in terms of release dates, that will definitely change for anybody who's joining the watch parties and commentating.
Gotcha. And let's move now to our member spotlight. And today we are joined by Alan Ferreira, who kindly provided us with his passport photo. let's see. From a tender age, while immersed in the disciplined world of martial arts, my fascination with the stoic samurai and their revered code of honor kindled a flame that would soon lead me to the sprawling galaxy of Star Wars. The striking parallels between the Jedi and their noble spirits, and with their noble spirits and elegant lightsabers, and the samurai I admired so deeply were the hooks that drew me into this rich, expansive universe. Star Wars, with its intricate lore and boundless stories, resonated with my youthful imagination, captivating me in a way few other things could. The depth and creativity of its world offered a sanctuary where even a mind as restless as mine could find endless wonder and excitement, continuously fueling my adoration for this iconic and timeless saga.
Wow.
Alan Ferreira.
Very,
Stephanie,
very nice.
This reads so well. This is, and you know, like it's funny that he would mention the discipline of martial arts and samurai and so on, because one of the things you associate samurai with, well, for me personally, I always considered calligraphy and haiku to be also kind of in line with my thoughts on samurai. So to read something that reads as well as this, it just feels right.
Oh.
Yeah. And once again, great passport photo.
Excellent, excellent.
So this was good. The top post
of the month.
From Daryl. And Daryl basically, hey, be careful not to choke on your, and of course, ask people to hit their predictive text. Now, the funny thing with this is I think it's a good indicator of how smart our phones are, because I think if we did this same exercise about 3 years ago, Stephanie, the answers would not have been as potentially realistic as they were now. So
that's a good point.
Yeah, so chances are from looking at the answers people submitted, we might get an idea as to who's using the older devices.
Really?
We might, we don't know.
Oh my gosh, you could take a guess.
Yeah.
And you could let us know in the comments.
Let's see. So, be careful not to choke on your wedding. I mean, that would be embarrassing, right? Be careful not to choke on your way to the store.
Practical.
Yeah. Be careful not to choke on my phone, I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Be careful not to choke on a single word in this tweet. Yeah. Be careful not to choke on your own flute. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you went to a secondary school in Trinidad and Tobago, you probably had to purchase a recorder for music class and use it once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful not to choke on your coffee before the race. I mean, that one was for me, and I think that makes sense. That is something I would probably talk about. Be careful not to choke on your family.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, just for the record, this person that posted this, their name is Stephanie, but
not
it's
me.
another Stephanie. It's another one entirely.
Another Stephanie. What are you doing with your family, Stephanie?
Yeah, yeah. And Obika had, be careful not to choke on your way home. So Obika would have mentioned that his is lame. However, Christian would have posted, be careful not to choke on your way to the store. And again, like what we were talking about with like how AI has improved over the years. And you see that like what it's coming up with, it seems like in line with what types of conversations the predictive text would come up with, right?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
There's more.
But then we have, be careful not to choke on your Terry Crews. Yeah.
What?
I think if there's one person that needs to update their device, it's that one.
Not calling names, but you can see it here on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Be careful not to choke on your breast. I mean, if you're eating chicken breast and it's dried meat, that could happen. It could.
Yeah.
Be careful not to choke on your own. If you have company when you're choking, it's definitely better than choking on your own.
That's true, because you have help.
Yeah. Be careful not to choke on your own anymore.
Same
Yeah,
ones?
okay. Be careful not to choke on your end of the world.
Mm.
But then there's also be careful not to choke on the way to the end.
Huh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
So you see the parallels, right? It's pretty interesting. Yeah.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Now let's dive into that creative corner. Stephanie, you want to tell us a little bit more about this? I know this is something you did a lot of
Oh
work on.
yeah. So I started making some GIFs. GIF apostrophe
I
S,
call
no
it GIF.
apostrophe. Yeah. And this is from Ahsoka season 1, episode 2. These are actually captions that we got from our watch parties in Discord. So yeah, I decided to do some of these things so I could post on like Tumblr and get the Discord server out in the open. And yeah, people really do like them.
Yeah, no, this is cool. And it also gives people an opportunity to further highlight persons who are present
Mm-hmm.
for the watch parties.
And
So
the hilarious thing that they say during the watch parties.
yeah, listen, some of
Mm.
these people could be hired as writers. You know, these things are good. We have some good content here.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And here we go with the best car corner. And of course, with the best car corner, this is where we highlight persons who would have leveled up over the course of the past month right on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
And quite a few members. We'll start with Stephanie, who would have leveled up. We also saw Obika, Stefan, Y Jedi, Venom, Kike is
Color.
Carla. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a few persons would have leveled up over the course of the last month. We also
Johan,
saw
Stefan,
Johan,
Neo.
Neo,
Mm-hmm.
Neo and White Jet. I would have leveled up quite a few times as they're relatively newer members to our
Mm-hmm.
community.
Mm-hmm.
But I think White Jedi's GIF over there with Grogu sums up how we feel about having them in our group. Yay!
Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah. So keep it up. We're happy to see you all
Mhm.
sharing more. Feel free to, take part in more of the things taking part in our little group and join the watch parties and so on.
Mhm. When they come back in January.
Yes. And now let's go to some of our monthly Star Wars updates. Should be fun.
Yeah. Okay, well, the first thing I would have to tell people, in case you all had missed it, Dave Filoni was promoted to Chief Creative Officer at Lucasfilm. I thought that was important to mention because, I mean, he is going to be behind a lot of the content that we see now. So he had announced his new title, and I think some people thought that he'd be replacing Kathleen Kennedy, but that's not true because she's the president of Lucasfilm, but he recently got promoted to Chief Creative Officer. So this means that when they're planning future Star Wars projects, he will be involved in the storytelling process from inception. I have a quote here from him that I'm just going to read out. So Filoni quoted, I'm not telling people what to do, but I do feel I'm trying to help them tell the best story that they want to tell. To truly help filmmakers, it was really important for me to experience it firsthand. I can also lend a perspective on the challenges that telling these stories will present. Yeah, and prior to this role, he was already an executive producer of all the live-action Star Wars shows that's currently on Disney+. Yeah.
This is great. This is great. I think it's more is being said here than we realize. And I'll start by asking a question. Who was the last chief creative officer for Lucasfilm?
You know, that is a great question. I did not look that up, and I have no idea who
Yeah.
that was.
And I think I'm going to
Sorry, if anyone in the
go out.
comments know, just let us know, please.
Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and just say that I don't think there was one. And the reason I say that is every time that we've been disappointed with anything with Star Wars over the last few years, target went straight at Kathleen Kennedy. More
That's
often
true.
than not. There was
That's true. There
nobody
was no
else.
other name. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what's also important here is Dave Filoni was at one point seen by persons as the the chosen one, selected by George Lucas to do certain things following in his steps.
Yes.
And, you know, to quote Obika and Johan, always two there, one to wield power, one to crave it. I
Ooh.
think that should it reach a point where they believe that it's time to go in a different direction from Kathleen Kennedy, it wouldn't be someone from outside. It would be someone holding a position such as this. And I know this is something we spoke about in the past where his name came up, but also Jon Favreau. So let's see how it goes. But I think that's the direction things are going. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. So we have some new episodes of Young Jedi Adventures that was recently released in November, including a Life Day special. So that's a total of 19 episodes that are currently published, and even more episodes are coming out in this same season 1 in 2024 on Disney Plus and Disney Junior. So just a little snippet on what Young Jedi Adventures is about. It is set 200 years before Star Wars: The Phantom Menace and during the High Republic era. It follows Jedi younglings as they study the ways of the Force, explore the galaxy, help citizens and creatures in need, and learn valuable skills needed to become Jedi along the way. Yeah. I can't remember if I've asked you this question already, but have you seen any episodes?
I've seen the exact amount of episodes that I saw since the last time you asked me.
Okay.
I mean, and that's fine. I'm not the target audience for this. I do think the little blue teddy bear thing is cute.
Nubs, I think is his name.
Nubs, yeah, that's a cute character. I hope to see them do some more with that one. I mean, nothing's wrong with the other characters. I just think that's the one that stands out to me. I would not be surprised if in about, let's say, 2 to 5 years, they use some of these characters in a video game of some sort. Maybe to try to capture whoever was the target audience for it now, as they might be getting a little bit older. I think there's an opportunity.
Oh, yeah. And like they do try to tie things together because I think I was talking to Aaron at some point, and I can't remember what exactly we were talking about, but like I think a couple of the characters from the current High Republic series of books are making guest appearances in Young Jedi Adventures.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make perfect sense. And
including the one we're going to talk about in book club meeting next week.
Very good. And I think also we have to remember that it's Disney and theme parks is a big thing for them. Kids love theme parks, and this gives them an opportunity to have something else for the kids to want to see in the theme park. So
that is true.
Maybe these characters will end up there as well. I don't see it happening yet, but it might one day.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some quick updates for upcoming TV stuff. Well, first of all, because of all the strikes and everything, they haven't announced anything. There's been no new trailers, no new release dates, even Skeleton Crew, which was supposed to premiere in 2023. I mean, nobody has announced that it's pushed from 2023, but 2023 is like done. So clearly it's not going to be this month, right? So we even haven't even had an announcement about that. So I don't know why Disney is being super, super quiet. I don't know if they're like reorganizing things internally or what. But yeah, there's been no news, but I did dig up a couple of things when I was researching for these slides. So I'm just going to go through them briefly. So Skeleton Crew, it had finished filming way before the strikes. So I guess it's now going to premiere in 2024 on Disney Plus. The teaser trailer was shown at Star Wars Celebration, and we have a copy of that on our Discord server. So this is a live action series that tells the story of 4 kids who find themselves lost in the vastness of the galaxy, trying to find their way home. So this will have a season 2 only if the show is received well.
I mean, that's good. It also, I mean, just don't end season 1 on a cliffhanger if that's the case.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm guessing if this is their plan, that's not, they're not gonna, have things that way. The downside of doing it that way, though, is you have to make sure you get access to the cast members you want to return, because there's a lot of time. If this was
Yes.
ready to premiere, if this was supposed to show now and it's not going to come out until next year, these actors may have other commitments that they have to fulfill. So,
And then these are also kid actors who are growing up. So
yeah,
you never know how old they may look by the time you have to film season 2.
yeah. Remember the kids from Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're buying
Yeah.
there.
They're like whole adults now, still playing
Yep,
teenagers. Oh, but definitely Skeleton Crew will be premiering in 2024 because there was a Disney Plus UK edition press release that mentioned this.
very
Just
nice.
we just don't know when in 2024. We also have The Bad Batch season 3. It's currently in production. I think the sound mixing is wrapping up this month from what I read on the internet and places.
Right.
There's a teaser trailer that was shown at Star Wars Celebration. We have a copy of that in our Discord server. So hopefully if sound mixing is wrapping up this month, we should be very close to the premiere of season 3 of The
Yes.
Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you who follow Invincible on Amazon Prime,
Mm-hmm.
that was how I knew it would be coming at a certain time, by paying
Ooh.
attention to when sound mixing and voiceovers and so on were being, when those things were done, you're like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
cool, because all the other heavy lifting was done prior to that. So
Yes.
I'm hoping this is like a end of first quarter 2024 for the latest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Well, I say I'm pretty sure, but I don't work there, so I really am really not sure. But we can hope. We can hope.
Yeah, we could.
Next, we have The Acolyte. It's currently in post-production that had also finished filming before the strikes. This is definitely confirmed for 2024. It was also mentioned in the Disney Plus UK press release. Sorry, I got a little distracted because my TV just came on and nobody's
I
on here with me. Oh
wonder
God, it's a
how.
ghost. It's a ghost. So anyway, so the teaser trailer for Acolyte was shown at Star Wars Celebration. We also have a copy of that in our Discord server. And just to give you a little snippet of what it's about, the series is a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. A former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever anticipated. And season 2 of that show is currently in active development. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that's good information so far. And I think this is another one that from the little bits that they gave out in information, like they seem to have a lot of hope in this one.
Yeah, because it wasn't even a conditional season 2 like how Skeleton Crew is conditional. It's just in active development.
Yeah. So let's see. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. They clearly have a lot of confidence in it. I would like to see what they do, and let's hope that we get the type of finished product that they truly
are aiming
want to
for.
give out with this project. I know Disney's taken a couple L's as of late. And I don't think they want to take any with this particular series. They seem to have too high hopes for it.
Yes, they really do seem so.
Yeah.
Up next is Tales of the Jedi Season 2. It's currently in production. I have absolutely no information about that other than it's in production. I guess when they drop a teaser trailer, then we'll know even an approximation of when this might come out.
Agreed.
Next, we have Star Wars Andor Season 2. It'll be 12 episodes long. It had almost finished filming before the strikes. I think they had like 2 or 3 weeks of filming left, and then they had to pause for so long, and they haven't started back yet, as far as we could tell. So that's more likely a 2025 premiere. Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I think it's going to be worth it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah,
let them take their
yeah.
time and do it properly because like it is one of the best. It is one of the
Yeah.
best that Star
You
Wars
know,
has come out with.
you remember when they wanted to do 5 seasons of this?
5? I don't remember that.
Yeah, there was some I could find the articles and send it to you, but
Mm-hmm.
it was one of
Mm-hmm.
those things that they had like that was what I think one of the directors or the writers, that's the direction they wanted it to go. Um so yeah, wow.
That was plenty.
I'm happy with the direction they're going with it so far.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. 2 is good. 2 is good. And we also have a sneak peek of that season 2 that was shown at Star Wars Celebration. A copy of that is in Discord. Next, we have The Mandalorian season 4, and that was supposed to start filming last month, but again, I guess because of all the strikes and stuff like that, it got pushed back. As far as we know, it hasn't started filming yet. I know there was also a rumor going around about Pedro Pascal not returning to do season 4, but
Mhm.
that's just a rumor. Like it is probably
Yeah.
99% likely that he's going to return for the voice alone, and we're not going to see him in his suit.
Mhm. Which
Sorry.
is fine.
That's not fine for me, but I guess we could live with that. We could survive with that.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those rumors that I think people just gave it steam because they wanted the rumor to be true, because they wanted a
Mm.
reason to dislike
Oh.
certain things that Disney was doing. And
Mm.
uh given if people could do full productions during a pandemic, there's nothing
Mm-hmm.
saying that he can't do 2 or 3 different franchises at the same time. He does
Mm-hmm.
not need to physically be present for The Mandalorian. I would say
And he could record
one,
anywhere.
correct. One thing I think they could have done a little better, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just like a pet peeve of mine. I
Mm-hmm.
know that there was some talk, I don't know, I think it was around season 1,
Mm-hmm.
where he wanted the character's face to be shown a few more times simply so that he would have some opportunities to be nominated for Emmys and so on.
Oh, I don't
And
think that was him. I think that was production
right,
generally.
there was
Yeah.
something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's an easy workaround. You don't have to take off the helmet. We've all seen the MCU. When Iron Man is wearing his helmet all the
Mm-hmm.
time, you always
Mm-hmm.
see those scenes where you see Robert Downey Jr.'s face on the inside of his helmet.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Like, let's be creative. It's
That's
not like it's
true.
a
That's
whole
true.
other company doing the MCU. It's literally your neighbors. You know, that's all they needed to do. And I think it would have added some more
Hmm.
emotive opportunities there. Um, Granted, I don't think we were at a loss of emotive opportunities with the way they carried about the character, but I think it would have been a good way to show some more because I think Pedro is a fantastic actor.
I think so too, and that's why I'm very sad if he's not coming back to do his body version in season 4 because season 2 was really my favorite because like for me I could tell the difference in acting, I guess, between
Mhm.
season 1 and season 2 or season 2 and season 3. Like you could feel it more like when he was there. Don't know how
I,
to
I
explain.
I didn't care much for the difference. I mean, yes, you
Mm-hmm.
saw the difference, but I don't think it
Mm-hmm.
negatively impacted anything for me. I
Mm-hmm.
was fine both times. I will say this though, like I know there was a lot of talk about people canceling their Disney Plus after some
Mm-hmm.
silly things with owner of another platform um saying a couple of things about Bob Iger. And we're not gonna get into that now,
I
but
don't
I
even know
am
what
one of
that is.
the
You can tell me about that later.
yes, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I am one of the people that canceled my Disney Plus recently, but my reason is simple. I signed up for Disney
Mm-hmm.
Plus to watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah, didn't we all? Didn't we
Yeah.
all?
And that would have been around this time of the year, a few years ago. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
not an
think
annual
September.
plan. The
September. Yeah,
price went
November.
up.
Mm-hmm.
So I am
Mm-hmm.
not paying a renewal if I don't know I'm getting to see more Mandalorian. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's not gonna happen. So
Mm-hmm.
and if it is, a lot of other people have been unsubscribing.
Mm-hmm.
It could be because there's no Mandalorian happening in a hurry.
It's possible. It's
It's
possible.
possible, yeah.
Things are possible. Oh, one thing before we move on, I just wanted to
Sure.
mention that I saw that Ahsoka season 2 is in active development. And when I say I saw it on the website that I normally check for filming schedules. But of
All
course,
right.
nothing has been announced yet.
Yeah, I guess they're probably gonna save on some of those announcements because I know they had their town hall meeting and so on, and they
And
were talking
nothing.
about what they're gonna focus on and what they may hold back on announcing and so on. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Dates and stuff would be nice though.
Oh, agreed. Agreed.
Right, so I just wanted to touch on some award nominations. So the 75th Primetime Emmy Awards has been moved to the 15th of January, 2024. Andor got 8 Emmy nominations, including Outstanding Drama Series. Obi-Wan Kenobi got 5 Emmy nominations, including Outstanding Limited or Anthology Series or Movie. And Mandalorian got 9 Emmy nominations. So I'll go through that in detail for January news. But yeah, just to mention for this one.
Yeah, that's good information. Once again, I'm happy for all the nominations they got. I hope they can pick up a few.
I hope so too, especially Andor.
Yeah,
Like they really deserve it.
yeah. I just hope it's not like I want them to win actual awards. And when I say not to discredit the other categories, but these critics
Sci-fi
have a habit.
normally, yeah, editing
Yeah,
and sound mixing
yeah, which
and you don't really
and
get acting and stuff for sci-fi
yeah,
type
and
or
it's
fantasy type.
we got some good acting and some really good moments from some of these characters, these actors. So let's see.
Yeah. So, Young Jedi Adventures was actually nominated for 5 Children's and Family Emmy nominations. So this is for the 2nd annual Children's and Family Emmy Awards, which will take place on the 16th of December. They got nominated for Outstanding Preschool Animated Series, for Music Direction and Composition for an Animated Program, for Main Title Music, Editing for a Preschool Animated Program, and Sound Mixing and Sound Editing for a Preschool Animated Program. Good job, good job.
Yeah, no, that's really good. And I think that is an area, I don't know if that's an area that gets a lot of focus from the mainstream companies. And I think in today's environment where we give kids iPads and tablets or phones to keep them occupied, it's good to see like a mainstream company pushing content towards that direction and not just
Yeah.
having YouTube content.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. So I just want to quickly go through the movie updates. Was there any updates? I'll just go through anyway. So we
Yeah.
have the untitled Charmin Obad Chinoy movie that will be centered around rebuilding the Jedi Order and the powers that rise to tear it down, with Daisy Ridley returning as Rey, who is now a Jedi Master. As far as I could tell from internet Googling, the script is still in progress, but this is still estimated to premiere in 2026.
Yeah,
The Mhm.
I saw some information, some stuff about it. Um,
What kind of stuff?
just some chatter about casting
Mhm.
announcements should take place in the month of January.
Okay.
Yeah, because even though the
Mhm.
script isn't done, it's
But they don't know
very
the
close.
characters, yeah.
Yeah, it's very close to being done, and
Yeah,
they
I
know
think
who
so
the main
too.
characters are.
Mhm.
And I'm expecting a couple of familiar faces.
Post in the rumors section in Discord. Let's see
Oh
it.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
So up next we have the untitled Taika Waititi movie. So actually I think I saw an interview about 2 weeks ago and Taika said he's still writing the script and he's taking his time. He doesn't want to get anything wrong because we know that the Star Wars fandom is not a very forgiving fandom. So yeah, let him take his time and continue to write.
Oh, we're forgiving, you just have to give us time.
20
Yeah.
years.
Listen, I still remember, I will not forget. There
Mm-hmm.
was a day in this is early 2000s. I was working in a mall in
Mm-hmm.
Gulf City Mall in Trinidad. And
Mm-hmm.
with my mall salary, I remember there was one month I used my weekly salary to purchase Knights of the Old Republic. There was another month I used my salary to purchase the DVD for Attack of the Clones. And I remember there was this guy a couple years older than me who's also a huge Star Wars fan. And he's like, why you bought that horrible movie for? Like, that was a waste of
Oh
time.
my
It's a whole
gosh.
lot cheaper. And he was one of the OG fans from back in the day. And he couldn't accept why I like these. And what I was telling him is, look, this movie isn't perfect. There's like 70% of the movie that I have little interest in. But you see that last 30% from where Obi-Wan gets captured and Anakin and Padme try to save him. And
you're talking about the Obi-Wan cut version of the movie. Like if you like mute out all the Anakin Padme scenes and just watch everything else. And
I mean, those parts are important.
They're important.
They're not my favorite, but there were some things that really stood out. Like as an adult now, I can say that I really appreciate what they put into the set design and the costuming for those scenes.
Yes, that's true.
But like, I just remember, look, back then, older fans who were into the originals hated the prequels. Yes. And I'm not talking about our age group, people above us.
Yes, for sure,
they hated it. And they were like, they had a sense of ownership to the franchise because they would keep reminding everyone that they are the ones who kept it going. They are the ones who keep buying VHS tapes and whatnot. Over time, they all got forgiving. Now, I'm saying this because a lot of us are a bit divided on the newer and the sequel trilogy. Over time, opinions will change.
It will.
It's not going to happen now.
Just need to 10 years, 15 years again. Ask people again. Right. No updates on the untitled Dave Filoni movie, which is a culmination of events of the Mandoverse.
I don't think that one's coming.
It will eventually.
But if it comes, it's not going to be Dave Filoni directed.
You don't know that.
No, that's my guess. Like, I would say it's a guess on my part, simply because of his new role. Yeah.
So it might be a new director, but he's writing a story or something.
He might still be writing, and he would still be the producer.
It's possible. But we have to wait and see, because I mean that's coming after Mandalorian season 4. Mandalorian season 4 looks like it's premiering in 2025. So this is a very long-term plan here.
A lot of things could happen.
Yes. And also no update with the untitled James Mangold movie, which is set at the dawn of the Jedi about 25,000 years prior to the original Star Wars movies. No updates.
I think James Mangold is a fantastic director. I will watch anything that he works on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
One thing here for this Lando series. So it was previously announced that there'll be a Lando series, which was awaiting Donald Glover's availability. But now it looks like it looks as though it's going to be turned into a movie instead. I think Stephen Glover had actually mentioned it because both him and his brother Donald, they're working together as writers. So no official announcements, but I guess when they have something, we might hear something.
Donald is a really good writer, so I think the work that I don't know if you ever saw the series Atlanta. It's worth checking out. Yeah, I mean, check out, like, even if you don't feel like watching the series, you can look at some YouTube videos about the series to get an appreciation for what they've been able to pull off. But it is something that I think if this movie is made, and it might be seen, I guess, as a spiritual sequel or prequel to Solo. I'm down for it. Yeah, I'll check it out. They don't have to make it, but if they do, great. Yeah.
A quick update on books and comics. So last month we got The Mandalorian and Child. I think that was a kid's book. We got High Republic #1 comic. We got High Republic Eye of Darkness novel. We got Star Wars Visions, Peach Momoko #1, and we got Secrets of the Wookiees. And for this month, we have Star Wars High Republic Character Encyclopedia, Visual Guide. There's Star Wars Dawn of the Rebellion Visual Guide. We also have Star Wars High Republic Adventures Phase 3, #1, Dark Horse comic. There is Star Wars Revelations #1, 2023, Marvel comic. And we also have Star Wars High Republic, The Blade #1, Marvel comic. So those are your books and comics that are coming out this month.
I actually I think I have the Blade downloaded to read. It's a mini series.
Okay.
I like these self-contained mini series in the High Republic era. It's normally like side characters that they focus on, but you know, it's always good to read about the side characters.
Yeah. It helps build the universe.
Yes. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. So there is a new event that was announced. It's going to be held in Disneyland, California, called Season of the Force. It'll be held from the 5th of April to the 2nd of June, 2024. And it is a celebration of the Star Wars saga that will see the iconic attraction Space Mountain transformed into Hyperspace Mountain, along with specially themed food and beverage, merchandise, and more. Debuting during the celebration, guests can embark on a new adventure aboard Star Tours. The adventures continue. Star Wars Galaxy Edge will provide a fresh perspective on fireworks above Disneyland Park in California, with galactic music sweeping throughout the spires. That sounds like fun, and somebody, wouldn't say out loud who, but somebody messaged me to ask if I wanted to go. Naran, you want to go? We'll talk later.
Naran probably watching ESPN FC at the moment.
I hope you're watching us at the moment. He's been commenting on the on the live stream, so yeah, hopefully he's watching us.
Chat all night. I am so sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. If there's anything that I need to say, I will catch it. Don't worry.
Gotcha.
Another event that's coming up is in Japan 2025 is Star Wars Celebration, which is the 18th to the 20th of April. It is the ultimate fan experience. The event would have days of major announcements, immersive exhibits, and interactive show floor, screenings, exclusive merchandise, celebrity guests, panels, autograph sessions, fan-inspired activities, costumes, and other surprises celebrating all things Star Wars. And if you want like a perspective from a guest point of view, we actually did have a Jedi Council discussion with 2 guests who went to Star Wars Celebration in London. So if you want to check that out, that's uploaded. No, is it uploaded yet? We still have to upload that on our YouTube channel.
That was a really good one. That was a very informative episode.
It was. So we had that live, but didn't upload yet. I see Naran is ignoring my question, but he did hear me. We will talk later. Oh, here you go. Game stuff.
Yeah. Minecraft, Path of the Jedi. Well, hey, Minecraft likes to add things in all the time. They've been doing some really good stuff in terms of adventure mode and story-based content. So chances are what they're adding here wouldn't just be like some skins for characters, but rather some actual story-based content where they give you a mission and some characters that you get to grow with. Looking forward to what they do here with this. I don't play Minecraft. I looked at my nephew play it a few times. It's not for me, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this. We'll see. And just for the record, the Game Awards is going on right now. And for those of you who are following us on Not the Game Awards, thank you so much for giving us the support. And I apologize to you because while I'm here, I'm also looking at the Game Awards on another screen. Yeah, but it's for your benefit because
in case there's Star Wars news. Okay, great. That's great that you're on top of that, Larry.
So one bit of bad news. Cameron Monaghan would have been nominated for Best Performance for his role in Jedi Survivor. He was not successful.
No.
He lost out to the guy that played a role in Baldur's Gate 3.
Which also won Game of the Year.
It might. We'll know later in the night. But Baldur's Gate 3 is a juggernaut. I would not want to be nominated against them for anything tonight.
Wait, is this Game Awards live?
Yes, it is.
Because I swear I Googled today and they had all the winners.
No, this is still going on. This is live.
Okay, maybe it's a different one.
Probably, yeah. There's like a dozen different Game Awards shows every year.
Okay.
And you can always find somebody that gives what you like an award. You're gonna find it. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Star Wars Hunters.
Mm.
So Hunters is
Coming since 2021, postponed to 2024.
yeah, it keeps getting postponed, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it's because they're paying attention to the user feedback. My concern is that the space they're entering, they have to be able to pull people away from playing games like Overwatch, Fortnite, and there's this other one that's really popular. It's most people say it's better than both of those games. I can't remember the name. If anybody in the comments knows it, they could say it. I think it's by Epic.
Okay.
But if you can't pull people away from those games to play this game, I don't think the game is gonna be out and supported with servers for very long. It's gonna need a market. People have to be regularly playing it for them to continue supporting it.
Okay.
I want this to happen, but I have my doubts. I genuinely have doubts. Yeah, we'll see how it goes though.
But those other games that you call out, those are for Switch and iOS and Android as well?
So Fortnite is on everything. Overwatch is not on everything, but it's on a lot of things. And I can't remember. I really can't remember the name of the other game, but again, it's really popular, and it's they're in this category where they're like hero-based arena shooters. And this is another one. I mean, what stands out with this one is its Star Wars characters.
That's true.
The downside and an upside is that it's not our Star Wars characters. It's some other characters they put together to throw in here
that we do not know. Yeah,
and we may not care about as much, which could be a good thing or a bad thing based on how you look at it. But I have my doubts about this one. But hey, if it happens, great. I will definitely play it.
Maybe 2025. I guess we will see.
Yeah, fingers crossed, because I know something else coming in 2024.
Star Wars Outlaws.
Yes. And everything we've seen about Outlaws so far looks great, because they did something with Outlaws they did not do with the other games that have been announced so far that haven't come out. With Outlaws, they started with gameplay. Like, there were rumors going around for a while that, hey, Ubisoft is working on something. But guess what? They didn't give us a CGI teaser. They gave us
gameplay. That is true. Like how Eclipse had a CGI teaser.
Yes. Until you show me gameplay footage, your game not coming out.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So and I'll draw reference to exactly a year ago when at the last Video Game Awards, two things showed up that I was really interested in. One was Star Wars Eclipse. One was Star Trek Resurgence. Star Wars Eclipse had a beautiful CGI trailer with these drums and real nice artwork and so on. It looked fantastic. Star Trek Resurgence was not as high level in terms of the quality of the CGI, but they showed gameplay. I've already purchased, played, and completed Star Trek Resurgence.
Good.
Right? That happened this year. From then to now, we've seen nothing on Star Wars
Eclipse. That is so true.
Yeah. So Outlaws, I have a lot of hope for this one. I cannot wait. This is a day one purchase for me.
All right.
Yeah. Ooh. And we have some more things coming. I'm not gonna do this in order. I'm just gonna start with the third Star Wars Jedi game. It is in early development. There have been some leaks hinting to it.
We actually got confirmation from what's his name? Cameron
Monaghan.
Yes, I think he. Let me check my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said in a recent Comic-Con that they're working on the third and they're in the process of doing it right now. And I think that
Awesome.
was in November.
Great. I listen, I love this series. I think it's been doing really well so far. Uh I like that. Oh, look, Fallen Order was great. Survivor took
Mm-hmm.
it up a notch.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to seeing what else they do with the series. But for now, I'm very happy. Respawn is also working on this unnamed first-person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if I had to fashion a guess on what this shooter would be, I would
Mm-hmm.
expect it to be Mandalorian based. Um,
I hope so.
yeah, I think the Mandalorians do lend themselves well to a first-person shooter. A lot of good
Mm-hmm.
things can be done, and Respawn has a lot of experience in that genre.
Mm-hmm.
A unnamed strategy game, I mean, that could be anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what they do. There's plenty opportunity for strategy games in the Star Wars universe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with Skydance, narrative-driven action-adventure game featuring an original story, I would have mentioned it before.
Mm-hmm.
Skydance focuses a lot on AR and VR games. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that may be where this goes. And we also do have a couple new AR, VR devices, like the Meta Quest 3, which I think recently released. And then Apple
Okay.
has a Vision something Pro that's on the way.
Mm-hmm. The super
And I
expensive
think,
thing. Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's really expensive. I
Mm-hmm.
will not be purchasing it. Um, and in typical Apple fashion, I'm sure there will be a cheaper version about 2 or 3 years down the line. I think the first one is really for the developer community.
Professionals, yes.
Yeah, but I think this is gonna be fun.
Nice.
Yeah. And oh, yep, yeah.
Oh, we spoke about this.
We did. So yeah, we just spoke about Eclipse, so we don't have to, we don't have to get into anything on that one. But again, I actually believe that we're gonna see something on it
Mhm.
sooner rather than later.
I hope so.
Because Quantic Dream, I I know some of the games they did. If someone could just do a quick Google, but the stuff that they've done in the past has
Mm-hmm.
been high quality. So Stephanie, if you do a quick Google, I'll tell you because I know I played a couple of their games before and they were good. So I have faith in them. I just would need them to show me gameplay.
Oh, I see in Detroit Become Human. I know
Yep,
that's familiar.
yep, that was good. That was a
Mm.
good franchise. So they've done good
Hmm.
things. Now, as for Knights of the Old Republic, um, I don't like when studios lie to us. Um,
Yeah, I don't like it
yeah.
either because I
So,
included that little bit there because I saw a post today that
mhm.
said someone spoke to someone who was actively working on it.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see this thing about saying the trailer was delisted over licensing issues?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's nonsense. And the reason I say that is this is not some third party project. This is Star
Mm-hmm.
Wars. You know who owns the rights.
Exactly. Ridiculous.
There's Star Wars content from since 19 whenever that you can find on YouTube. I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
didn't go up back then because YouTube wasn't out, but these things have been up for so long and
Mm-hmm.
nothing is removed for licensing issues.
Yeah.
So,
So strange.
and if the music license is going to expire, guess what? Click
Renew
renew.
it. I
It's not a
could.
problem.
Hmm.
So I don't believe that explanation. I would
Mm-hmm.
say though that if it's still being worked on, I find it very odd that they scrubbed things off the internet about it. Now, it could be that the reason those things were scrubbed is because they're really going with a fresh mandate, which is fine. Um, a rush game will always be bad, but
Mm-hmm.
a game that you take your time with, all people could say is it was delayed, and that's fine.
Exactly. And when it comes out and wins all the awards, then nobody's looking at how long it took to get developed.
Correct. I would also say though that I have a lot of doubts about it coming out. Um, but I would like to see something happen with it. I don't have much hope at this point though.
Hmm.
Yeah. Merchandise. This is always fun. Let's go. Let's go. And I like this helmet already. Carson Tavor's helmet from Ahsoka that he would have also worn in the Is it the same design he used in the Mandalorian before?
I hope so. It's either Mandalorian or Ahsoka, but I don't see how his helmet would change between the two.
You never know, right? But
That's
this is
true.
cool. I like it. I don't have any of the helmets. I would like to get one sooner or later. I just need to decide which character is really the one, I want on me, on my head. Yeah. But this
Yeah.
is a cool helmet. We have the Kanan Jarrus blade hilt.
Awesome.
This is cute. This is sweet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we're gonna see some new stuff for other characters from Ahsoka as well sooner or later. Yeah. And here we have the Ahsoka Tano.
There it is.
There we go. And the elegance of that curved lightsaber hilt, something that we first got in the movies with Count Dooku. Which is, it's interesting. Count Dooku has like the sickest Sith name and hardly anybody uses it. Darth Tyrannus.
Yes, that is true. He has the coolest Sith name.
Yeah.
And everyone says Count Dooku.
Yeah. Yeah. The disrespect. Yeah. But this is cool. I like it. I also will say that I like the boxes that they come in.
Yeah, the cases are nice.
Yeah, they make for good desk pieces. Yeah. Just make sure your office is secure. You don't want things to go missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Lego Millennium Falcon Holiday Diorama.
Life Day.
Yeah, for Life Day. Yeah, this is it features some of the newer characters. We have Finn wielding a lightsaber.
You know what this looks like? Have you ever seen the Lego holiday special? The Star Wars Lego holiday special? I think that's a scene from it.
Probably. Yeah. This probably is that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and we see Chewbacca. Maybe it's an oversized pork. He's barbecue. He's grilling there. Yeah, who knows?
Yikes.
Yeah, this is cool. It's not something I would buy, but I know some people who would really like it. Yeah. What I would prefer is if we saw like what the rest of the Millennium Falcon is supposed to look like at this point. Yeah. And a Lego Chewbacca building set. This is cool. Yeah. It's a little did you see the trailer for Godzilla X Kong?
Did not, no.
So the new villain character in it, I think it's called the Scar King. He's wearing something like a bandolier.
Like Chewie?
Yeah, but I think the one he's wearing in the movie is made out of bones.
Interesting.
But it's just funny because it's another furry character. He had a massive roar. So seeing this here just took me back to that. Yeah. But this is cool. I see this as being a good Christmas gift. And yeah. Could you imagine what would have happened if Grogu was a Beanie Baby back in the day?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a good documentary, I think it's on Netflix, about Beanie Babies and how that thing got started. And who the real creative geniuses behind it were and so on. It's worth looking at. Yeah, I would say it's worth looking at.
That's cool.
Yeah. Darth Vader Christmas ornament. I really like this because I actually have quite a few Star Wars Christmas ornaments, and I normally add them to our nativity scene at home.
I hang them on the tree.
Oh yeah, no, mine never went on the tree. Actually, no, Vader went on the tree, but Princess Leia, R2D2, and Yoda, I normally have them join as the wise men.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I currently have Vader and Obi-Wan fighting on the tree. What happened to Obi-Wan? Naran, I thought we put Obi-Wan higher than Vader. Why is he lower than Vader? Did you move him?
He should be higher. Yeah.
Exactly, but I'm saying he's lower. Somebody went and interfered.
It's the elf on the shelf having fun again. Yeah.
Naran says he didn't touch it. They move themselves.
It's Elf. Elf is hiding, always up to some mischief. Now, this, wow. Not gonna lie, Stephanie, I wish I did not open the notes before the show started, because when I saw this,
Oh, the slides, yeah.
I went back because
Wow.
wow,
Good find,
this
Yuva.
is
Good find.
almost perfection for me. Almost perfection. The Jedi Knight games,
I heard they
love
were
them.
good.
Knights of the Old Republic games, love them.
Yes.
Republic Commando, loved it. Star Wars Racer, liked it. Force Unleashed, good concept. But I have my reservations. Don't just throw in some new character and level them up quick and tell me they could go toe-to-toe with Vader. No. And that's one of the things I love about Fallen Order. As great as our lead character was, he had to run.
Hey, well, I was gonna say spoilers.
No,
Aaron, don't listen.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Listen, Fallen Order has been out a while now. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, but we didn't, just to say, like, this Heritage Pack, it's currently available for the Nintendo Switch, according to this. I'm not sure if it's on anything else at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because I know that all of these games are available on the Xbox through backward compatibility. So like, I have Force Unleashed on my Xbox account. No, Force Unleashed 2. I just played it through once or twice, never really took it as seriously. All these other games are still available for purchase in the original format, but the Xbox does like backwards compatibility. We could play games from since the original. So this collection may not be available for that platform, but for the Switch, I think this is definitely I would consider this a must buy. And I would, if I was buying this as a Switch owner, I would want this as a physical copy. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because this is great. Like, I don't know how much this is selling for, but if this was like 60 US, I would not have a problem paying it. I think the value is there. Yeah. And next we have, oh, look at these.
Very nice. With cases.
Yeah. They're both great. The Chewbacca one looks perfect if you're a Sith, because it looks like you skinned him. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's the idea. Yeah. But it does look, quote unquote, appropriate. So is it like a cozy for your drinks?
It looks like it's a bottle and a bottle holder. So you put the bottle in the bottle holder so you could transport that around. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I like it. I like both of them. I think the Chewbacca makes more sense.
It's according to what you like, yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. Like, I think the Grogu, I don't like that Grogu's face is on it. But like, I don't think we have an identifiable symbol for Grogu as yet.
Besides his face, yes.
Yeah. So like, here we're seeing his face and seeing him holding the frog. And with Chewbacca, we always the bandolier and the food,
Yeah. We don't need his head, yeah.
Correct. And yeah, that's it.
Well, great. So thank you for co-hosting with me tonight. Yuva hopefully will be back in January to co-host that news. Thank you for everyone who was watching the live stream with us. We were reading your comments, and yeah, it was really fun. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're watching this elsewhere, I don't know what the terminology is, but do the same thing there.
And you can follow us and give us like the highest level review that's possible.
That would
Yeah.
be great. And don't forget,
Yeah.
please join our Discord server. We would love to interact with everyone on Discord.
And if at any point you have some information that you think you would like us to consider covering in whether
Mm.
it be for our panel discussions or maybe it could be
Mhm.
something we could look at referencing in HoloNet News,
Yeah.
feel free to send us a message. We're happy to take feedback.
Yes, we are. All right, great. So thank you and good night.
Have a great one, folks. And I'm gonna go and finish watching the Game Awards. You all have a safe evening. Keep good.